what is the offer? What's the story? How can it add value to that person? And then what's the call to action? And so that crowdfunding experience made me realize that if you can create a very compelling offer and video asset, you can really drive sales for your business.
All right, folks, welcome back to the call, High Voltage Business Builders. My name is Neil Zwa, in case you didn't catch that from the intro. I have with me Brandon T. Adam, who is going to be talking today about a lot of things around video production, brands, stuff that he's doing, and he's traveling. Brandon, welcome to the call. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always good to see you.
So let's unpack some of your things that are happening now. Let's talk a little about the things you know, maybe 2 or 3 steps of value that someone could take and use after this call to really do something today to help their brand. And then we'll obviously talk a little bit more about you. So what's the happening in 2022 with video productions, branding?
Video is very powerful. I'll just share why it's powerful. Most people don't understand, like, creating a video. What do you do with it? Why does it matter? It's really a way to build a lot of like and trust, because you think about it, people buy from who they like, trust, and know. And back in when I used to sell ice and the things I did back in the day, we were building rapport by doing in-person meetings, meeting people, communicating with them. Well, to scale things in the social world, really the best way to do it is through video, because when you see video, think about when you're watching a video on social media, you're watching somebody, and if they can communicate the right message and story about how they can help you, you're going to be more intrigued to actually reach out to them. But also, the more that that person sees you, the more like and trust is built, which in return eventually leads to them buying from you. So taking a video asset, and I've done TV shows, I've done all various forms of video, digital marketing campaigns. But honestly, the easiest way, Neil, is just using your phone.
Using the regular?
Yeah. Right. I mean, this thing is more powerful than some of the cameras like that are out there that you can just go buy. And so using that phone to create consistent video content, I'm specifically utilizing Facebook, Instagram. LinkedIn is actually a very sexy platform for me. There's a lot of high net worth individuals there, professionals, people looking to hire people, especially in my background, looking for like the advisory roles. And so creating consistent content that evolves around this: who you are, what you do, how you help people, and doing it so much so that it seems annoying as a guy creating it. Like, I'm always sharing the same stuff: who I am, what I do, how I help people. But not everybody's going to be watching every time. It takes time. They say most sales are done between the 7th and 19th time you approach somebody. It takes multiple pieces of video content where people see it and they eventually reach out. So who you are as a person, people connect with humans. What's your background? What you do? What are your areas of expertise? Whether it's building people's companies on Amazon or it's video marketing, and just consistently doing that through video and doing it in a way that, again, is very compelling, and just put yourself out there, your face in front of them. And so that, for me, is what I've utilized. And it started back, by the way, when I was raising money through crowdfunding. I found out we were doing pretty amazing campaigns. We did the Freedom Journal campaign with John Lee Dumas, did $500,000 a month. We've done other marketing campaigns that raised a lot of money. We found out that we told a powerful story through the video that we created, but also we got their attention right away. You have 3 seconds to get somebody's attention to keep watching. What is the offer? What's the story? How can it add value to that person? And then what's the call to action? And so that crowdfunding experience made me realize that if you can create a very compelling offer and video asset, you can really drive sales for your business.
Yeah, well, if we get down to the format you just suggested, that's an amazing, simple format to stay in 15 to 30 seconds, because if you look at some of the major traffic sources online that we're seeing work very well right now, if you go to TikTok, if you go to Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, just those 4 things, if you can get that 15 to 30 second message down, it's going to really resonate very quickly, because we're very time considerate in terms of our content, aren't we? Is that what you're seeing? Give us some of your feedback.
100%. And here's another thing you can do. This interview we're doing right here, I'm just looking at this piece of content. You could take this and you can cut it into like 10 different mini pieces of content. So this could host as a podcast. And then you have 10 or 15 TikTok videos, 10 or 15 Instagram Reels, and then maybe you have 4 or 5 square videos that are anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds long. That's how I look at content. And I'm always look at how can I multi-purpose something and use it for different outlets. It's no different than our mutual friend Kevin Harrington did. He took the infomercial, for example, It's the most powerful story. Look, they took a Tony Little infomercial. They shot it once. They did, and then they took it and they put it in like 10 different languages, and that did over $500 million, or maybe it was $1 billion in sales. Same thing here. How can we create a piece of content? How can we multi-purpose that content, put it to various channels so we can reach more people? And we just got to have a few conversions to have it actually pay off for itself.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
But more. Wait, there's more. Tony Little was the Gazelle guy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
right?
He was
the one because that was such a unique piece of equipment too, and such an opportunity for people to see that on video and have a little bit of a shock value. I know that there's a lot of opportunity for that in things like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok Reels right now to get that first 3-second hook. Where do you see video not working? Where do you see it working really well in the coming year?
There's a lot of questions to ask here because it kind of depends on who is your audience and where are they spending their time. The reason why I said LinkedIn is because I look at, for what I do, the person, they're making a big investment for what I do if they want to hire me. So I want to go where the people that have the money are at, but also LinkedIn's underutilized, I think. Something that just came out is LinkedIn audio chats, which is a competitor of looking at Clubhouse. I was on my first one last week, which was, it's like, wow, this is so crazy. And then also doing LinkedIn lives. So I think for one, LinkedIn, I think almost any industry you're in, LinkedIn is a great place to spend some time and effort in terms of putting video content in. Facebook and Instagram, I like them both. Facebook still has a big audience, but I actually prefer Instagram more. It just, in terms of the audience, and also Facebook's getting to be an older audience, which sounds weird because it's like when you see kids that are teenagers and stuff, they're like, Facebook? We don't have a Facebook account.
No, we're over on TikTok. Like Facebook's where my grandpa is.
Exactly. So yeah. I see a lot of opportunity. And this is one thing to watch. You look at competitors. So for example, look when Snapchat came out. It was huge. And then Instagram stories came and kind of took a market of that. Well, here's another one. TikTok came out. You know what Instagram did? Now they're pushing Reels. Why is there opportunity there? Reels, they're competing with TikTok, so they're going to reward you with more views. So if you post your Reels, you're going to get a lot more views because they want to bring the people from TikTok over to them. So you look at trends like that. How can you capitalize on the opportunity? Because they're going to push more views your way, which means more people are going to see you.
Yeah. So give us a quick format. You said it just a second ago, and I'm going to bring it back up because I think it's great value that as an expert in this. If I'm going to set on and throw my, set it to 4K, folks, by the way, and turn it sideways, like that's like basic 101 videographer. What am I going to say? Like, what am I going to do? What's the simple 3-step thing I should do if I'm just going to grab that video and throw something out there to reach my audience?
Yeah, so I'm going to share a couple things. There's a bucket I always say, who you are, what you do, how you help people. So those things are important because who you are as a person, that makes you connect with people on a deeper level and you're not just always selling. What you do, you're putting out authoritative status content, value content of who you are and how you can help them. So that's value there. And what you do is actually very specific on what you do. And that's more on the sales side. So think about that when you're creating content. To be really simple, this is what I do to multi-purpose content. I get the phone and I'm shooting most of my content, unless it's live, it's all horizontal. So I'm shooting horizontal with my phone. I'm knocking out the video. I'm sharing who I am. Hey, here's some tips. Here's some advice. By the way, more info, send me a DM. Boom. I create it. I'm not ever leaving my phone, by the way. I create this piece of content and I multi-purpose it because people are like, how do you do all this posting on all these platforms? I'm taking one piece of content. I'm creating my little text for it. I'm posting the same thing to LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, sometimes Twitter, and even my team will do TikTok for me. So I'm taking one piece of content, shooting it, uploading it to all the apps on my phone. I never have to go on my desktop, and I do that every single day. And so that's my way to multi-purpose and really be an engine of content. And that's a great way to slowly grow your own brand, but also bring in more deals. The problem, here's where some of you listening are going to be like, oh, people are going to think that I'm being repetitive or they're going to care, like I'm not going to look good in front of the camera. Whatever bullshit you tell yourself. Here's the thing. Most people pick their platform. They want to watch content. Some will watch on different platforms. Most people pick their own platforms. So you're going to have different viewers per the different platforms. So it doesn't matter that you're posting the same thing on all the platforms. So think of it that way, and also know that the fact that you just turned the camera on and posted it, you're doing more than 99% of the people out there because they fear even creating content.
You're at least getting started, however imperfectly, like that you get going. And if you want to know how bad it is, just start flipping through the reels in terms of what opportunity is, and then you can feel a little bit better about you getting on camera. Because I sort of do that. I'm looking at it going, wow, boy, I could probably do a little bit better than that. But remember, don't get too professional.
Don't get too professional. But I want to add one more step, because this is where people are wondering, okay, that's cool, but how do I actually turn that into money? All your profiles need to at least have a link back to your home page or your website or whatever your funnel is. And then every once in a while saying, hey, go check out this, go to this link, or check the link in my profile, making that mention. But you got to make sure all your profiles at least have a link to where you want to direct everybody, so your website. So then people go to your website, meaning that's going to turn into actual sale. So you're directing them to that, but also they might direct message you. A lot of the deals, like, I'll give you an example. I got a company that I'm part of for 3 years now. It turned into an advisory deal. My stock's worth over $1 million. It came from somebody that saw a video of me 3 years ago on LinkedIn. They reached out, DM me, and said, hey, we'd love to have you an advisor in our company. Like, things like that. Check your DMs.
It's powerful. I mean, the stuff, it takes different times for different people to consume. You mentioned up to 17, at least 7 times of interaction, at least 17 to 20 times people consume some of your content, especially if you're trying a higher offer on the consulting side or the business side or the relationship side. They got to know that if they watch you a number of times, they feel a connectivity to you, right?
Exactly.
Compared to the other noise that's in the space, right? So in terms of like e-com, let's just go to there. We were just literally talking on a group with this a minute ago, going through one of our business builder sessions and going through video and then listing and stuff, and showing some powerful little techniques with video. For somebody who might be listening to that on the e-com side, what would you product and based type of selling? What would you tell them?
So just to be specific, it could be somebody that's selling a very specific product, or they're selling anything on Amazon.
Like we were talking about the info product for the Gazelle. Like what made that powerful? What would I do to get a video that's kind of powerful like that, with maybe not going to an infomercial level, but going
I would show, result driven. I think what's the magical transformation? What's the results going to have in your life? So creating content around showing the results, or even you could be creating content that's showing a real life testimonial. I mean, you look at the Gazelle, what did he do? He brought people on. He was showing the people working out. It's like any other product. What is the result that can come from that? People buy from the result. So beyond you creating content yourself, who is the guest or other case studies that you can bring on camera? Or if you don't have them to bring on, another good thing for communication is sharing case studies in the stories you share on camera. So I'll share stories. Hey, we helped Joe, and Joe was here, and this is what we did for Joe, and now Joe's here. And so sharing those different case studies, because that viewer might be thinking, wow, I'm that person in that story. I'm like Joe. I want to be like Joe. I want to work with Brandon C. Adams. So share those case studies through your videos, share those stories, and share the results they had. And then that's what's going to help drive that traffic for you, whatever you're selling on Amazon.
Purpose-driven selling with using video to forecast the product and showcase the product's usage, its benefits. So why should we listen to Brandon T. Adams? I'm going to tell you real quick, guys, because you're not on the video component, or maybe you're listening to this on a Spotify or one of your other favorite Apple podcasts or whatever. Sitting right behind his left shoulder is a Emmy.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's funny. We actually just won another Emmy, so I'm a 2-time Emmy Award winner.
Congrats.
It's a project Kevin Harrington and myself were a part of. So, and my wife. So that's a cool thing. Win an Emmy with your wife. It was a show that we did called Success in Your City. We traveled the country, and we were on a mission to find the true meaning of success. And the reason why I understand video is because I paid the price. I've spent over $1 million of my own money on video, from video marketing campaigns to creating high-level content that people watch. I understand the entertainment side of it, the emotional side of it, and how you can connect with the audience on a deeper level. And I love it because not only have I learned over the years, but just yesterday we had a big video shoot. I'm constantly making sure I'm on top of my game by putting my money where my mouth is and investing in the content and understanding how to tweak it in ways, because we live in a world where things are always changing. And so that's, I have I'll call obsession with it, a very expensive obsession for it. But it is pretty powerful in what it can do for your business. I mean, for me, we've used video in getting best-selling marketing campaigns for books. We've done some of the largest product launches in history. We've done crowdfunding campaigns. We've done TV shows, you name it. And it all came back to storytelling through the medium of video.
Yeah, it's powerful, right? I mean, that's how some of you are watching this right now. How you will probably get it across all of the content distribution that we're going to do, and this gets cut up and sliced and sent out to all the different places wherever you're watching it from today, from LinkedIn to TikTok, or who knows where you're watching it from today. But there's two different components to this. We talked about a little bit of a do-it-yourself component, getting out there, getting started, and getting it moving. There's also having some, more done-for-you aspect where you could work with Brandon. I know he's very good at doing this. He teaches people in groups and seminars, and I think you have a group coming up, or training or event coming up here shortly. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So after doing this all myself and started helping people do it, I've became really obsessed with the fact of helping people that are talented. Most of these people are high level business owners, but they want to take their game to the next level through video. I bring them together. We film together, and we do it on a regular basis so we can always create content together. So that's one of the things we do. We have an event called Rise and Record. So there's two sides of this. We do the Rise and Record Mastermind, which is quarterly meetups where we film with people. We have an Emmy award-winning crew. These Emmys behind me, the crew that helped us create that, they film with us in every city we go to. And the second side is we do an event, which you should be at next year, Neil. I know last year was a little crazy, but we have the Rise and Record event, annual event. It's all around video marketing. It's about how to use video in your business. And that's actually happening in Nashville, Tennessee, which is my favorite city of all time. And that's in October. So if any your audience or anybody wants to check it out, they can reach out to me or just go to riseandrecord.com. Has all the past speakers. It has what we do, how you can work with us and create video assets for your business.
Well, I would encourage everybody to go over to riseandrecord.com. Check it out. Brandon is a 2-time Emmy award-winning videographer. If you want to really learn how to create powerful videos for your brand, your consulting, your business, your e-commerce, or maybe just your personal brand, I highly suggest you check him out. Go learn from the master. Brandon, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. It's always fun.